The conflict between Iran and Israel is a complex and multifaceted issue with roots dating back to the early 20th century. Here is a brief overview of the key events and factors that have contributed to the current tensions. Historical background. In 1948, establishment of Israel. The creation of the State of Israel in 1948 led to the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians known as the Nakba, or catastrophe in Arabic. This event is still commemorated by Palestinians and is a source of ongoing tension. Second, 1953, CIA-backed coup in Iran. The CIA-backed coup that overthrew the democratically elected government of Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh in Iran led to the installation of Shah, a pro-Western monarch. This event is still seen as humiliation by many Iranians and has contributed to anti-American and anti-Israeli sentiment. Third, the 1979 Iranian Revolution, which overthrew the Shah and established an Islamic Republic, marked a significant shift in Iran's foreign policy. The new government led by Ayatollah Khomeini was fiercely anti-American and anti-Israeli. Now, let's go to the current tensions. First, the nuclear program. Iran's nuclear program, which began in the 1980s, has been a major point of contention between Israel and the West. Israel has repeatedly expressed concerns that Iran's nuclear program is designed to produce nuclear weapons, in which Iran denies. Second, support for Palestinian and Lebanese militants. Iran's support for Palestinians and Lebanese militant groups such as Hamas and Hezbollah has been a major source of tension with Israel. Israel views these groups as terrorist organizations and has accused Iran of providing them with financial and military support. Third, regional influence. Iran's growing influence in the region, particularly in Iraq, Syria, and Lebanon, has raised concerns in Israel about the potential for Iranian expansionism and the threat to Israel security. Fourth, Holocaust denial and anti-Semitism. Iranian leaders, including former President Mahmoud, have made statements denying the Holocaust and expressing anti-Semitic views, which has further strained relations with Israel. Now, the root cause. The root cause of the conflict between Iran and Israel is a complex interplay of historical, cultural, and geopolitical factors. However, some of the key underlying issues include: first, competing national interest. The conflict is driven by competing national interests, including Iran's desire to expand its influence in the region and Israel's need to protect its security and existence. Second, ideological differences. The conflict is also driven by ideological differences, including Iran's anti-American and anti-Israeli stance, as well as its support for Palestinian and Lebanese militant groups. Third, historical trauma. The conflict is fueled by historical trauma, including the displacement of Palestinians in 1948 and the CIA-backed coup in Iran in 1953. In summary, the conflict between Iran and Israel is a complex and multifaceted issue, driven by a combination of historical, cultural, and geopolitical factors. While there are many underlying issues, the root cause of the conflict can be attributed to competing national interests, ideological differences, and historical trauma.